Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Go RV. My name is John and today we're going to show you how to de-winterize your RV. All right, this is the low water points underneath the vehicle. This one on the right, you'll have to get to know your own rig, but this one on the right is my freshwater holding tank drain valve. So I had this off and I just barely put it in there. So this was empty and open the whole winter. This one I need to open up, have a bucket underneath, because this one stays closed all winter. This is what holds the antifreeze in the lines so that they don't freeze. So this is my first point of contact. I'm gonna open this up, have a bucket underneath to catch the antifreeze that's in there, and then I can go ahead and blow out all the other lines that I'll show you here in just a minute. I've grabbed a 5-gallon bucket of water because what I plan to do is take my external feeding device and I'll drop this down inside the water tank, run it through my pipe or through my pump to clear out. This is how I actually ran antifreeze through my pump and through my lines. So I want to make sure that I get it out of these lines, out of my pump, and then I'll go and turn on each of my valves. But for running each of my valves, I've actually hooked up to the city water connect, and so I can just run all of the fresh water through all of my faucets and fixtures to make sure all of it's running fresh and clean water again. The first step that I'm going to do is unscrew the plug that feeds the line to my pump. I've made this extra hose to use for our shower, and I have this floor hole that I can run my hose down through, keeping this closed, and then I can run it into my tank. For today, I don't care about that. I'm just gonna screw this on and run this down into my tank. And then I'm gonna go inside and turn my pump on and run each of my faucets. I'm at the kitchen sink. I'm gonna turn on the pump first, and I'm only gonna worry about the cold water. I'll explain about the hot water after we get done with this. So I'm just gonna turn it on. It's running from the 5-gallon can inside. I can see that it's pink. So I just wanna run it long enough to where it runs that through. I check it every once in a while to make sure that all of the antifreeze is run through the line. So you can see that it's getting better, it's more clear. I'll even try to taste it to make sure that the antifreeze is out of it. And right there it tastes clean, so I know that I'm good to go on that particular faucet. Now we're in the bathroom and I'm gonna go to the shower. In the shower I'm gonna connect my hose that goes to the shower head, because when I winterize it, I disconnect that just so that it won't freeze in there. So I'm going to connect that first, and then I'm going to run it down the drain. For this part, I don't mind if it's totally clear, because we don't drink this water. So if it's got a little bit of leftover antifreeze, it's okay. But you can tell that it's now not sending any more pink through it. So I know that I'm pretty clear here, especially for a shower. I'm all right. I'm just going to wash the antifreeze down the drain so that it's ready to shower in. On the toilet, I'm just going to lift the lid, press my pedal to flush it. You can see it's pink a little bit. It's starting to clear up pretty quickly. And just like the shower, I don't have to have this completely antifreeze free, so that's good enough for now. And as we use it, it'll completely get fresh water through there. The final fixture that we need to run water through is the outside shower. So I'm going to attach the hose on it as well. Again, I disconnect these so that it doesn't freeze or have an option to freeze inside there. And then this one, I'm just going to turn it on outside here. You can see it's pinkish. And now it's pretty clear already. Doesn't take long. And so for the outside shower, that's good enough. The next point is installing the 2 caps for the low water points. So before I can add any water into my freshwater holding tank, I've got to put these on. Every once in a while, these will leak, so sometimes I have to crank them down just a little bit more. That should be good for there. Next, we take the anode and put it in the hot water tank. So we're going to take the anode and put some of our Teflon tape onto it. After I winterize it, I usually put the anode and the caps just right here in the bottom so that I know that they're there for the next time. I take the cover off, my 2 caps were here, my anode, so everything is set to go. For this particular anode, and I believe most of them are pretty universal, it's a 27 millimeter. So I finally got that threaded on there, and then now I can tighten it in. And I tighten it pretty good. Once I start adding water to it, if it's dripping, I'll put a couple of more cranks on it, but that should be good enough right there. The last thing I need to do is open up my water to let water go in to my hot water tank. So now I can start filling my freshwater tank. Everything will fill up in my hot water. My lines can get pressurized, and I now have fresh water, and I'm ready for our camping trip tonight. Thanks for watching our video today. We hope you enjoyed it and hope you learned something from it. As you could see, it's not very difficult. It probably took us around 20 minutes, 30 minutes at the most to do everything. And a first timer, it might take an hour because you're getting all of the equipment out and trying to figure out and navigate your way through it. But I called an RV place today and they would charge $70 plus tax. So for me to take 20 to 30 minutes and do it myself, I'm all for saving some money so that I can spend it more on gas and spend it more on the road. If you liked our video, please like and subscribe, and we'll continue to post more. Have a great day.